Are we good? All right, awesome. Well, I just wanted to say a few words before we get started. I'm Michelle Switzer. I've been the varsity coach just for 1 year, but I've had the pleasure of coaching Miranda for quite a long time. Thank you so much before we even begin to Mrs. Markarian, Mr. Ferenzi for helping to put this all together and make this a cute little, very official little thing, that celebration that we have together. If you guys know anything about Division I, Division II, Division III, they don't actually have a national letter of intent for Division III, and so that's not something that happens usually during the school day, but we still wanted to do a celebration for Miranda because any time you're making the commitment to play softball beyond high school, I think it's something to be celebrated. I think it's one of the coolest things to be able to be on a team, have a group of friends right away, have connections that you'll probably have for a really long time. And Miranda chose to go to this school, and we're super excited about it, and she's going to do an amazing job there. I just know it already. So I knew Miranda back in 8th grade when I probably knew her before that when Megan was around playing and she was around also, but she played JV soccer with me her 8th grade through sophomore years, and if anybody knows anything about Miranda, well obviously you guys know a lot about her. That's not her first sport, but you would never know that if you saw her play soccer. She gave 100% out on the field, was extremely aggressive. She played center midfield for us and would be diving, would be slide tackling. She'd be doing everything you want her to do. She played center midfield because it's usually where on JV soccer we would put the best player on the team, and she had that aggression that you really can't teach a player to have. That's what Miranda had. She could distribute the ball. When she went up to varsity, she started right away. She was a player that really was valued on any team she was in. She makes other people around her that much better because she just has that instinct. So I had the joy of coaching her on soccer for those 3 years. For softball, on JV softball, I had her for 1 year, and I was very lucky to have her for that 1 year. On her freshman year, she went right up to varsity with Coach Bubar. He coached her for 2 years in the varsity level. She was a starter right from freshman year, and she played a lot of positions that she probably was uncomfortable playing throughout her 3 years so far on varsity, but those were positions that we needed her for speed, for her power that she had, for her 100% going all out on everything. Whether it's in the gym or whether it's on the field, Miranda is going to go 100% in whatever she does. And whether it's academics, in the classroom, out of the classroom, that's Miranda's way of life, and we love that about her. That's awesome. Last year she was a sectional champion for softball, and her leadership ability on our field, I think, was something that really helped to elevate our team. She was our leadoff hitter, extremely quick on the base path, had good power when she was hitting, but also could hit those key singles that we needed her. We could probably put her anywhere in the batting order, and she would just execute the way that she should for that. She has the school record for walks, which is amazing that she has that. So not only is she a great hitter, a great fielder, but she also has a great eye. So very difficult to pitch around. I know that Miranda had been looking at a lot of different schools, and she chose this for both the academics and because she loved the program. She loved the coach. She thought that she would continue to learn from this coach and become a better player. And that's really what she's all about. It's all about learning for her and growing. Not only in athletics, but also she dedicates her time and volunteers to 10 and under teams, one 10 and under team where she coaches. And that's amazing for a high school student to be able to give back and to coach. And you don't see that very often. It takes this very special player. And so we're very proud of her academically, just a stellar student. So we're very excited for her commitment to Castleton University, and we just thought we'd take some time, take some pictures, and celebrate with her. So I don't know if anybody else, because this, anybody can say something if you want to say something. We can take some pictures with her parents, with her coaches, maybe even with some of the players and stuff like that. And then they also brought some delicious baked goods in the back. All right? Woo-hoo. Hey, Miranda. So you got your wonderful pen and the piece of paper. This is cool. Do you want to put this in here? Just leave it right there? Awesome.
Can we grab all the coaches up for
Just,
it?
before we start, one of the things that I would like to say again, I did have the privilege of coaching Miranda 2 years at the varsity level. And one of the things that, in getting to know the Fish family, when you deal with athletes in the travel softball program, everyone's goal is to go to the University of Florida and play. And that has never really been Miranda's goal. It's never been Megan's goal. Their goal as a family, they are extremely grounded in understanding the importance of education. And if you're playing softball, it's a bonus. But it's never been about, I need to play softball because I need to go to college here or there. And we've had some very successful Division I athletes here, and it has never been about a Division I scholarship for this family. They have, and I can attest because every time Tom puts something up on Facebook about his Sequoia being at 100,000 miles in 3 years, because they're constantly going with their kids to take them to different avenues to allow them to play softball at the highest level, but it wasn't about playing at the highest level in college. It was about, okay, let me be ready, let me be prepared for college, and if I play softball, it's all the better. And I think, Tom and Jessica, that's a feather in your cap, because oftentimes we're dealing with parents at the high school level and even the travel level that people have different ideas about the levels of softball that their child can play. So I think you should be commended for that, and Miranda, you should be as well, because your eye has always been on the prize of school, not softball.
It definitely has the ability to play on those higher levels too, and choosing that is a very mature decision. So we are very proud of you. So, want us to take a picture?
Yeah,
There's
and I
this
wanna
nice
get
camera.
the-
Do you want the nice camera?
Sure, and I want to get the coaches for the picture too, please. All of them. Travel. Can you do this one?
Okay, Scott?